with Bert Barron on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC. Call Jersey Central at 732-545-9282. Toll free at 888-545-9282. Watch Jersey Central live online at WCTCAM.com or listen on your smartphone with the iHeartRadio or TuneIn apps. Connect with WCTC on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube by searching 1450 WCTC. And now back to Jersey's Morning Show, Jersey Central with Bert Barron.
8:37, it's Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. Inside the Forge Jeweler Studios with you today. We've got our Need to Know Things coming up a little bit later on here in this 8:30 half hour. I want to go to the Raritan Bay Medical Center Jersey Newsmaker Hotline. Welcome in my guest. She is the senior editor of the Old Farmer's Almanac, celebrating 225 years. Remarkable achievement. And our special guest this morning, Mary Ann Jarvela, is with us to talk about the 2017 Almanac, which is available now. Mary Ann, good morning. It's Bert Barron. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good to speak with you. 225 years. Congratulations on that. What brings people back year after year, Mary Ann, to the Almanac every year?
I think it has been a tradition, and it's something that folks remember their grandparents having in their house, and it's a little reference book that you can have on your coffee table year-round, and people just love it. And there's so much information in the Almanac, and it reaches out to a wide range of different topics, from weather to astronomy to gardening. So I think it really is a really nice little book.
It's like one of these, it's like a comforting thing. It's like kind of folksy, kind of down home, information like that. Something, a little snow flurry coming down, you got the fireplace on, and you're browsing through the Almanac to see what's in the year ahead, right?
Right. And then you can also find things in the Almanac that you can't find online. People think that internet, is taking over and you can search for anything online and find the answers. But I think the Almanac actually has a lot of information that's very hard to find online.
The accuracy of the Almanac in terms of weather forecasting has been pretty amazing over the years, hasn't it?
Yeah, we usually we do track our forecast, and we come up about 80% accurate. So it's better than guesswork, and we put a lot of work into it. We were already working on 2018, believe it or not.
Already getting an early start, huh?
Yes.
Wow. Also, this issue here, and congratulations, you received a letter from the president about the Almanac. He reads the Almanac?
I guess he does. He sent us a letter because, somehow he knew that we were coming up on 225 years, and we got a letter from him, and we got a letter from the Prime Minister in Canada.
Oh, Justin Trudeau, the new Prime Minister, right?
That's right.
Pretty awesome stuff. There's recipes and stuff in here. These are like old recipes that kind of go back generations that you can find in here, right?
Some are, but we also have some new recipes. And this year we actually came out with a new cookbook with reader recipes. We had asked our readers to send in their best recipes and stories behind the recipe, and we put those into a little cookbook. And in this issue we have savory pies, like quiches to meat pies. Things like that. So there's a lot to try out in this Almanac.
Sounds like it. Do people give the Almanac as a gift, Mary Ann?
Oh, it's a popular stocking stuffer for Christmas.
Yeah, I could see why.
It fits right into the stocking, and it's affordable. It's only $6.99, so the price is right, and it's a great gift. Do
you buy this on newsstands, or do you order it? How does someone get a copy of it?
It's available everywhere where books and magazines are sold. So you can find it in bookstores, in hardware stores. You can find it in even in grocery stores, Walmarts, almost everywhere.
Okay. And one thing I've noticed about the new issue, and by the way, we're speaking to the senior editor of the Old Farmer's Almanac, Mary Ann Jarvela, who's with us this morning. It seems like there's attempts, and I really admire this, to remain relevant. You mean some of the topics that you talk about are very timely, including about beer brewing and meeting people online and things like that are relevant to to today's society. Is that one of the goals of the Almanac, is to remain relevant in that aspect?
Oh yeah, of course. And we want to touch what has been, but we also want to look forward. So we have we have articles, like you mentioned, about beer making and dating online, but we also have like old remedies and, like you mentioned, like older recipes that are still, popular. And so it's a mix, and I think that's what our readers like.
Yeah, and one of the things I noticed in here is there's actually a reprint of the first edition from 1793 of the first Almanac. It talks about some interesting home remedies here, including a way to take off freckles. That's interesting. How do you get?
Yes, it is.
We can't get rid of freckles now. But
Yeah.
it's just a great read. Just the information in here. It's really like the ultimate reference guide, too, isn't it? It's like the first Wikipedia, isn't it?
It is. It is, actually. And I was also going to mention that, it is in print, and you can actually hold the book in your hand, but we also have digital versions available of the Almanac, and we also are very active online. We have almanac.com, our website, and on Facebook we have about 1.5 million fans
Wow.
right now. So we're doing everything we can to reach out to people, and we still have a lot of readers. We print about 3.5 million copies of the Almanac.
Wow.
And send it out across the country, and we have a Canadian edition too. So it keeps us busy.
The Canadian edition is just like the United States one, only colder, right? Right.
and we do put in some Canadian articles in there too. We switch some of the articles so it's more relevant to Canada.
You do, real good. What drew you to working with the Almanac, Marianne? How does it appeal to you?
I started as a fact checker, and there's so many facts to check in the Almanac, so that was just a perfect job. And you learn something every single day. It's like playing Trivial Pursuit every day. And and then this was about 25 years ago when I started to work for the Almanac.
Wow. And now the senior editor. That's great for you. Congratulations on that.
It's been a fun place to work.
And I'm sure you've seen this grow over the years and adapt with the times. And you know what? We have to have some sort of digital and online presence to reach the younger consumer. And the Almanac has mastered that. You really have.
Yeah. And we have apps, and you can actually read the Almanac on your phone, which is amazing.
That's excellent. Well, congratulations on the new edition, Marianne, the 225th anniversary of the All Farmers Almanac. Congratulations on that, and many more going forward. And I think we might be giving some copies away on the air very soon. I'll have to keep our listeners up to date on that.
Yeah, they should be on the way.
Wonderful. I will keep an eye on the mail. Well, thank you so much for your time, Marianne. Again, congratulations on the new book, all right?
Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right. Jersey Central traffic and weather time. It's 8:40.